نرجع معكم مشاهدينا على النورسات تيلي لوميار على المورنينج شو. وهلا بيصيرنا نرحب بالسيد جاك فاليرو عبر سكايب اللي هو منسق جامعة أو مؤسسة catholicvoices.org.uk، عم بيحكينا من إنجلترا، اللي هي معهد كاثوليكي بيساعد المنظمات والأفراد بيطوروا الأفراد والمنظمات تيقدروا يصيروا قابلين يتعاطوا مع الإعلام، تيوصلوا صورة أفضل للكنيسة الكاثوليكية، أو يشيلوا عنا الشوائب اللي بتشوفها اللي بتعيشها الكنيسة اليوم. بيعملوا كمان حملات إعلامية، حملات أكيد لتسويق الفضائل الكنيسة أفضل. بهالحديث رح نحكي مع السيد جاك فاليرو عن كل انتشار هالمؤسسة عبر العالم كمان. رح ننتقل دغري له. Hello Jack, how are you doing?
Hello, very well. Good morning.
Good morning. We're very glad that you're with us this morning from Lebanon and the UK.
Thank you.
Jack, you're the coordinator of catholicvoices.org.uk. And we would like to know more about what you're doing and why you do it, and specifically the impact you're having for the church in the media.
Okay. Catholic Voices is a project that started in 2010 to prepare for the visit of Pope Benedict to the UK. The visit was quite controversial because some people didn't want him to come, and we used this controversy that started in the media to train Catholics, ordinary Catholics, men and women, to speak in media about controversial topics of the church and explain whether it would be Iran, whether response to AIDS or contraception or abortion or immigration, whatever controversial topic came up, we would have ordinary lay Catholics, men and women, being able to speak on television and radio about these things in the secular media. And so we chose a few people then in 2010, and we were able to be in many programs of the media, because in many television programs and radio programs of the BBC and other channels, because there was real interest in what was going on with the Pope's visit. And that's what we found, that when there is controversy, there is real interest. And what we do is we ride on that interest, and we put our people, the people we have trained, to explain those things. And because they are lay people, they connect very well with those listening, because they are lay people like them, men and women at home or at work, who can listen to these explanations and understand them. So this was the original idea. It worked very well during the trip. We had about 100 programs. We were in about 100 programs during the 4 days of the Pope's visit, news programs and so on in the BBC and other countries. And it worked so well that bishops here wanted us to continue training lay people. And then similar projects have started in other countries, now in over 20 countries now, in South America, Bolivia, Chile, in North America, Mexico, the United States, Europe, in Italy, France, Spain, Ireland. So in many countries, they copied the model of training lay people, and it's working very well for them too. So we hope we have started movement of to train lay people, lay Catholics all over the world, to answer the controversial issues that come up in daily life.
الصوت يمكن راح. اللي عم بيقولوا بس هيك تنفوت على هيك صلب الموضوع، مشاهدينا عم بيقول السيد جاك فاليرو من catholicvoices.org.uk، فيكم تفوتوا على الموقع تبعهم. هن معهد بلشوا بال 2010 مع زيارة البابا بنديكتوس السادس عشر إلى إنجلترا. كان في هيك مثل مشاكل، في كتير أشخاص ما كان بدهم، أو مسؤولين رسميين ما كان بدهم هالزيارة اللي كانت ما بعرف ليش بتشكل ما بعرف مشكلة بالوطن. هن استفادوا من هالمشكله، واللي عملوه كانوا قاموا بهالمبادره الفريده. قرروا انه يدربوا مدنيين علمانيين كاثوليك تيتواصلوا مع الاعلام، لانه اكيد العلمانيين مع العلمانيين يمكن الخبر بيوصل اكثر لانه بنشبه بعض. وهيك صار، ومن وقتها من 2010 صار لنا اكثر من 8 سنين اليوم عم بيدربوا افراد كل سنه تيقدروا يتواصلوا على كل برامج التلفزيون والاعلام، يعني المرئي والمسموع، نقدر نوصل صورة أفضل للكنيسة، خاصة بالأمور الصعبة اللي أكيد لها علاقة بالإنسان، بكرامة الإنسان. وهالمؤسسة كاثوليك فويس انتشرت بكل اللغات، أكيد بركة الله عليها، وتطورت بأكثر من وطن. رح نرجع هلأ مع السيد جاك. جاك, can you hear me again?
Yes.
Excellent. Yes. That's even better. I would like to know now what you're doing. What are your projects? What are the challenges you're looking for in the UK and in the world?
Well, there's two things. One is that the Pope Francis communicates very well, and the challenges of communication of the Church are different now. But we still need lay people to answer all these controversies around the world. But I would like to add that our method is based on a simple idea, which is that we don't want to focus our communication as a fight, as a struggle between the world and the Church. But we want to find in the criticism that is made of the Church or of doctrine, we want to find what's good in the other side, and to try to make our explanations starting from the good point that we find in the other side. And in that way, we don't need to have any fight. We just try to give light instead of heat. We try to witness to our faith instead of winning any battles. And so the communication takes on a different character. It's more about finding out what we have in common and explaining that. And we find that this works very well in secularized countries like UK, where there are so few Catholics, but also in countries where there are many Catholics, because there is also the temptation to fight all the time. And we say, no, communication should be finding the common values and always communicating from there.
Okay. اللي عم بيقوله السيد جاك فاليرو انه الطريقة أو الوسيلة اللي عم يستعملوها هي أكيد فريدة، لأنه ابتكروها وجربوها وعطت أكيد قيمة مضافة للمهام تبعهم. بيسموها ريفريمينج، اللي هي بيلاقوا إذا بدكم القواسم المشتركة بين الخصم اللي عم يعمل نقد للكنيسة على مسألة معينة، وبيجربوا يقربوا وجهات النظر، وبذات الوقت بيشهدوا. يعني الفكرة مش انه نربح المواجهة على مسألة معينة، بالعكس يعني بيشيلوا التركيز على المواجهة، بيحطوا المواجهة على جنب وبيقربوا القواسم المشتركة، بيفرجوا بيضوا على إذا بدكم على الخير بكل مبادرة، وهيك بتسنح لهم الأمر، بيسنح لهم إنه يشهدوا بإيمانهم بذات الوقت. يعني it's really amazing this new method of reframing the issues and spotting the good things in both camps.
Yes, and it's actually an obvious method, but people don't do this because they feel very protective of their own ideas. And what we teach is that this is the really Catholic way of doing it, because the Catholic way is more about loving people than about explaining ideas. And so when you love people, you want to find the good in them, and then you find that this really is a much better communication method. So we feel that our method is very Catholic. It's based on the truth of what it means to be Catholic, which is to, first of all, to love God and love people, and then only then to explain our ideas and our doctrine for their good.
يعني اللي عم بيقوله السيد جاك فاليرو انه المهم أول شيء نكون كاثوليكيين مسيحيين حقيقيين، يعني نكون محبين للآخر، يعني حريصين على أكيد خلاصه وحريصين أنه نحبه ماديا جسديا، ومن هالأولوية نحب الله ونحب يعني خينا الإنسان، ننطلق بهالفكر بهالذهنية نحو المشكلة. هيك ما بنركز على المشكلة، بنركز أكثر على الإنسان اللي بدنا نحبه قبل كل شيء. Jack, I was wondering how you spread around the world. How do you do it? If, for instance, we want to start something similar in Lebanon, what would we have to do that?
Okay, all the groups that have started around the world have always started through local initiatives. We don't go anywhere and impose our method on anyone, but people look at what we've done, they see us on television or on the web, and they say, oh, we would like to have the same in our country. And we say, okay, you are the ones who know the country, you know the media in the country, you know the church in the country, you're the ones who know the answers to the question. We will give you the method, the book, the materials, we come and train you, and then you do it in your own country. So what you need is a group of local people who are very interested in this, and then we can talk about making it happen. But it's always been a local thing, always the local people who have made it happen. And the amazing thing for us has been that I thought first that it would only work in the UK, but then I've seen that it has worked in many other places, very different places. Few Catholics, with many Catholics, with English speaking, Spanish speaking, other languages. So it's to be universal, and that's what's good about it. It's universal, and at the same time, it's only working because it's done by local people.
لا اللي عم بيقولوا جاك انه سألته كيف انتشرت كاثوليك فويسز عبر العالم بكل البلدان وبكل اللغات كمان. اللي عم بيقولوا انه لازم يكون في اكيد مبادرة داخلية من مجموعة أفراد هن حاملين هالهم وبيعرفوا مشاكل الكنيسة أو تحديات الكنيسة المحلية، وهن مستعدين من إنجلترا إنه يعطوا كل الدعم وكل الطرق تقدروا تنشئوا هالمجموعة المحلية بلبنان أو بالعالم. بقى المشاهدين المهتمين أكيد أو يتواصلوا مع تيلي لوميار أو يتواصلوا معه إذا مهتمين ينشئوا هيك معهد بيوعي الإعلام على الكنيسة الكاثوليكية بطريقة إيجابية بطريقة أفضل. I would like to talk a little bit before closing, Jack, about your campaigns and your publishing. If you can tell us a little bit about your campaigns, about
About what?
About the family, the conjugal, marital.
Okay, or marriage. Yes. Okay, we normally don't do campaigns as such. We respond to news, but when the government in the UK wanted to introduce same-sex marriage, we did organize ourselves in a more campaign way, and we produced documents and materials. But then our main work was to go to media, send people to media to respond to the questions that people were having, and answer that. More or less, we are reactive. We have a book called How to Defend the Faith Without Raising Your Voice, which is now being translated into 7 or 8 languages and published all around the world. And it covers the main controversies in Catholic teaching, which are probably about 9 or 10. And we cover them from the point of view of the reframing and how to take the topic, how to find the good in the other, and how to explain our position. And it's a book that has been very successful in different environments. So this is a thing that we found very useful. And then campaigns-wise, we did the one of same-sex marriage in 2012, but since then I think we have more or less concentrated on responding to media requirements, which vary from country to country. It could be about marriage, it could be about immigration, or it could be about how the church is structured. At different times, different controversies arise. The important thing is to be ready and to know. But once you have the structure, the network, we can get people to be very well informed so that they can go to media. And I think that's what Catholics all around the world are doing.
اوكي، سالته عن كيف بيعملوا حملات الاعلاميه، قال لي هيدا مش تركيزهم، بس صارت وقت صار في مساله الزواج المثلي والى اخره بانجلترا، بقى حضروا اكيد جهزوا حالهم مشان هيك يواجهوا بالاعلام بطريقتهم اكيد الخاصه الايجابيه، بس هن بالمطلق بيجهزوا افراد بيبعتون على الاعلام تيعملوا المحاضرات واكيد يحدثوا عن هالشغله. عم بيقول لي كمان انه في عندهم كتاب اسمه كيف الدفاع عن الايمان بلا ما تعلي صوتك. بقى طريقه رائعه، مثل ما بذكرني بمار بطرس اللي بيقول ليكن سبب ايمانكم أو رجاؤكم حاضر لمن يطلبه، بس دائما بالرحمة وبالمحبة. شو حلو. وهذا الكتاب ترجم لأكثر من لغة وموجود على موقع catholicvoices.org. I was telling them, Jack, that this reminds me of St. Peter's first letter when he said, let the reason of your faith be ready for whomever asks you, but whenever you speak with mercy and love. That's exactly what you're doing, I guess.
Exactly.
Jack, I would like you to say one more thing to our viewers in Lebanon and throughout the world, in the UK as well. What would you like what you wish to say today to conclude this interview?
I have this dream that over the next 10, 20 years, lay people all around the world will be very well informed and learn how to communicate the faith and the church in media and through their normal network friendship. And that will represent a complete revolution in how the church is communicated. And I have this dream that when this happens, the church will really be understood, and because it will be the ordinary people who will be transmitting it to other ordinary people around.
Amen. اللي عم بيقوله السيد جاك فاليرو انه هو عنده حلم انه من هون ليمكن فتره كم سنه 10 سنين يكون كل العلمانيين هيك لهم يعني هن يفوتوا بداخل الإيمان الكاثوليكي باللاهوت بالفلسفة الكاثوليكية تيقدروا هن يكونوا يمكن يواجهوا تطورات العالم ويقدروا يواكبوا الكنيسة وهن يرفعوا الكنيسة. وحينها بيقول السيد جاك انه بتصير الثورة اللي نحلم فيها اللي الكنيسة فيها بتنور بأحلى نور لإلها. بقى إن شاء الله نحن أكيد صلواتنا معه. Jack, we join our prayers and our efforts to your mission and to your endeavors in Catholic Voices. We thank you very much from Nursa Tele Loomiar for all you're doing and for this interview. We hope to get in touch more often, and thank you very much. We bid you goodbye and with our blessings.
Good. Thank you, because I haven't been to Lebanon yet, so I need to come.
You're most welcome. Whenever you want to come, you're our guest.
Thank you.
We bid you goodbye and tell you to meet soon. Hopefully we'll meet very soon.
Good.